Assalamualaikum students, how are you all? I hope that you all are doing great. Welcome to your channel Math D1 D2 Scientific Academy. Today our lecture is related to chapter 5 and which is quadratic equations, and I'm going to explain you exercise 5A. So your book is D1 Math, new syllabus Mathematics 1. So question number 6 is solve the equation which is 7x cubed plus 21x squared is equal to 0. So we have to solve this equation. It means that we have to make the x as subject. We have to find out the value of x because x is the variable in this equation. So in question number 6, the equation which is given is 7x cubed plus 21x squared is equal to 0. So let's first see that what can you take common in this equation. As you can see that this is x and x is also here. So it means that you can take x common. Now see that 7 and 21, see the numbers, okay, see the coefficients. You can see that 7 and 21, both numbers are divisible by 7. So you can take 7 common, okay. So you have to take 7x common. Now what's left here? You have taken 7x common, so it means that 1x you have taken common, x squared is left here. Plus, which times 7 is 21, it's 3 times 7, 3s are 21. And you have taken 1x common and this is x squared now. So you have taken 1x common, so 1x is left. So we write down like this. So we can take x squared common, students, sorry. We can take x squared common because you can see that here the power is x cube and here the power is x squared, okay. So we can take x squared common. So you'll take x7 x squared common. Okay, G. So here this is, you have taken 7x squared common. So here this is x cube. So 1x is left over here. So write on that x. Which time 7 is 21, it's 3 times, so write on 7, 3s are 21. You have taken x squared common. So just 3 will come over here. And they both are equal to 0. So it means that 7x squared is equal to 0. And x plus 3 is also equal to 0. So these are both terms, na? These are two terms. So these two terms are equal to 0. So we can make them equal to 0 separately. So we have to find out the value of x squared. So when 7 will come over here, it will divide with 0 and it will become 0. Because whenever you divide any number with 0, you will get 0. And when you will take the square root, you have to take the square root to make this square, na? So when you will take the square root of 0, you will get 0. Alright, so it means that from here, the value of x is 0. Now let's come to this side. X plus 3 is equal to 0. So 3 is adding over here. It will go to that side. It will be subtracted. So the value of x is minus 3. So the value of x is minus 3 and 0. So this is your answer. I hope that question number 6 is clear to you. Now let's move forward to question number 7. So it's question number 7. See, question number 7 is solve each of the following equations. So now we have to solve the equations as 121 minus a square is equal to 0. And this is the part 1. So let's solve it. Okay, G. This is question number 7. A part. A part is 121 minus a square is equal to 0. So students, we have to solve the equations. It means that we have to solve the values of the variable. So here the variable is a. So we have to find out the value of a. As you can see that a is adding over here. It will go to that side. It will, a is subtracting over here. It will go to that side. It will be added in 0. So it will become 121 is equal to 0 plus a square would be a square. So a square is equal to 121. Students, as we have to find out the value of a, so we don't need this square, okay. So remember that whenever you want to omit the square, you have to take the square root on both sides. So this square and square root will cut each other, and when you will take the square root of 121, you will get 11, okay. You can take the square root like this. As you can see that square root of 121 would be equal to 11, okay. So plus minus 11. As you can see that with square root, both values can come plus and minus. So you write down a is equal to plus minus 1. So the value of 120, okay. So the square root of 121 would be 11. A is equal to plus minus 11. So this is your answer. I hope that it's clear to you. Now let's move forward to part B. Part B will be equal to 128 minus 2b square is equal to 0. So here you can see that 128 minus 2b square is equal to 0. Now 2b square is subtracting over here. It will go to that side. It will be added. So 128 is equal to minus 2b square. When it will be added in 0, so it will become 2b square. Alright. So now you have to find out the value of b square. So 2 is multiplying with b. When it will come to this side, it will be divided with 128. Okay. Because we have to find out the value of b now. So you can write down 2b square as it is. 2b square is equal to 128. You can write down this equation like this. Okay. Because there is an is equal to sign in between. Now 2 is multiplying with b. When it will come to this side, it will be divided with 128. Alright. So b square will be equal to 2 6 are 12 and 2 4s are 8. When you will divide 128 with 2, you will get 64. So as we have to find out the value of b, so we don't need this square. So to omit the square, you take the square root on both sides. Square and square root will cut each other. So the value of b is equal to plus minus 8. Okay. So the value of b is plus minus 8. So this is your answer. I hope that it's clear to you. Alright. Now let's move forward to C part. C part is c square minus 1 over 4 is equal to 0. Okay, as you can see that we have to find out the value of c. So this minus 1 by 4, this 1 by 4 is subtracting over here. It will go to that side. It will be added in 0. So it will become c square is equal to 0 plus 1 by 4. So it will become 1 by 4. As we have to find out the value of c, we don't need this square. So we'll omit it by taking the square root on both sides. And when you will take the square root of 1 by 4. When you will take the square root, okay, you have to take the square root of 1 and 4. So when you will take the square root of 1, you will get 1. And when you will take the square root of 4, you will get 2 because 2 2s are 4. So your answer is plus minus 1 by 2. So this is your answer. Alright, I hope that part C is clear to you. Now let's move forward to the last part of this question. So let's write it. Alright, D part is 4 by 9 minus d square over 25 is equal to 0. Sisters, we have to find out the value of d. We don't need this constant now. So what I will do is I'm going to move this d square over 25 to this side so that it can be positive. So it will become 4 by 9 is equal to d square over 25. Actually, as we have to find out the value of d, so we don't need this d square. So we'll take the square root. Okay, I can write down this equation as d square over 25 is equal to 4 over 9. So we don't need this square, so we'll take the square root on both sides. When, okay, this square and square root will cut each other. So d square, square root will cut each other, but you have, as this square root is also on this denominator 25. So you have to take the square root of 25. So when you will take the square root of 25, what you will get? You will get 5. Okay, so this equation will become as, this term will become as d over 5. Because you have to take the square root of 25. When you will take the square root of d, this square and square root will cut each other. When you will take the square root of 25, you will get 5. And you also have to find out the square root of 4 and 9. When you will take the square root of 4, you will get 2. 2 2s are 4. And when you will take the square root of 9, you will get 3. 3 3s are 9. As you just need to find out the value of d, so this 5 is dividing over here, it will come to this side, it will be multiplied. So it will become as 2 by 3 multiplied by 5. So d is equal to 5 2s are 10, 10 over 3. Actually, as this is improper fraction, so you can convert it into mixed number. So when you will convert it into mixed number, you will do division. 3 3s are 9. When you will subtract 9 from 10, you will get 1. All right. So students, remember that how would you write down the square root? You have to move like this now. When you write down this division in the form of mixed number. So 3 whole and 1 over 3. So 3 whole, 1 over 3. Okay, you write on plus minus sign with it because when we have taken square root, it was having both signs. Okay, we can have both signs whenever we take the square root. So your answer is plus minus 3 whole 1 over 3. Okay, so I hope that today's lecture is clear to you. Do the practice of these sums, because when you'll do the practice, then this concept will be more clear to you. Take very good care of yourself. Thank you very much, and Allah Hafiz.